Dudes, I get asked a lot, dude, will you play hymna, hymna, hymna? And considering it apparently takes me several months to make a single video if I'm lucky, there's only one way I can say yes to a meaningful number of you. So I'm gonna do 10 in this one video. But again, considering it takes me several years to make a single video if I'm lucky, I better address one more common question while we're all here, and that is, wow, your kit sounds incredible. Geez, can my low-end kit compete with that? Or, will I ever sound good if I can't afford a masterwork? You get the point. The question is, can I still make great music with crappy drums? And to that, my dudes, I cannot emphasize the word absolutely enough. But I can't have you just take my word for it, so I went out and bought the lowest end, bottomest possible tier set of Pearl drums available on the market today. For less than $400, it's the Pearl Midtown, man. Looks like it was made for my tiny grandchildren, but I, the adult-sized child, will attempt to rock the phooey out of it anyway. So to answer your question, I don't know what these are made out of, but I've never heard a drum sound bad with an Evans G2 coated in resonant black on the toms, a fresh E-mat on the kick, and most importantly, an HD dry on the snare with a little 300 side. So let's put it to the test, dudes. This is Dude. 10 song requests on the cheapest drum set I could find at Fork's Drum Closet. Dude. Alright, number 1, Zak and Sara by Ben Folds. Great groove. The key to this whole tune is that you're constantly singling triplets. The only thing that changes is where you put them. Check it out.
Often Sara would have spells if she lost time. She saw the future, she heard voices from inside.
The Show Must Go On, Part 1 from Famous Last Words. Okay, I'll do this one and let it be my proxy for the 1 million other requests I got for this same style of tune. So here's the general deal with this type of music with the syncopated double bass stuff. Everything you're doing falls onto the 16th grid, so it should come pretty easily to you to play that stuff with your hands. Start there, then repeat the rhythm back with your feet like a call and response. Check it out, check it out. Then you add a backbeat over it and you get this. Blackest Eyes from Porcupine Tree. Yes, this dude Gavin Harrison's whole thing is playing into the riff and then adding the tasty sauce in between. It's so good. Lateralus by Tool. Lateralus? How do you pronounce that? Lanolin? Like sheep's wool? I'm hearing this hat pattern in 5/16. Once you get that down, you just add the little kick ditty every other bar. Think of these hand claps like you're open hats and just go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Highway Robbery from Dillinger Escape Plan. Right, this one's fitting right after a Tool thing because it really sounds like a tip of the hat to Danny Carey's famous Eulogy Bridge. The hat pattern here is what academia might call a 4 against 3 ostinato, or maybe a 3 against 4. I don't know. Why am I saying this? Cut this part out. My point is that if you're thinking in 16th notes, you're gonna bark every third hi-hat stroke even though we're in 4/4. Check it out. Play Something by Dan and Shay. Okay.
Grandma and Grandpa painted a picture of 65 years.
Dave Weckle's take on Higher Ground. Let me try it.
Hey! There's already, like, literally the highest possible definition version of the original drummers doing this on YouTube. Why am I doing this?
Because you're too scared to play the remaining 6 minutes of that song.
You're not wrong.
Beast and the Harlot by Avenged Sevenfold. Aw jeez, aw jeez, aw jeez, aw. What About Me from Snarky Puppy? Dude. There seems to be no objectifiable science to what Larnell Lewis decides to play, and that's why even learning a snippet of his stuff expands your brain into this trippy, sweet territory. Here's me struggling to get into the neighborhood of the verse. Ain't It Fun by Paramore. Sweet, man. So this tune is all about anticipating the downbeats by a 16th note and really rubbing it in with an open hi-hat. And the 16ths are swung, which makes it even funkier, like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. What are you gonna do when the world don't open up? from Meshuggah. Alright, the requested section of this tune was that straight up herda thing we've talked about elsewhere on this channel, just using the feet instead of the hands. Check it. What I think is even gnarlier than that is in the intro he plays this halftime crash and snare groove while keeping that insane kick pattern going throughout. Everlong by Foo Fighters. This has been done all over YouTube already, but in case you've never seen some doofus in a basement trying to play this brilliant famous Dave Grohl drum part, here's a doofus in a basement trying to play this brilliant famous Dave Grohl drum part. So there you have it, dudes. I sound just as incredibly average on a $400 kit as I do on a $4,000 kit. Case closed. But what will I do with these drums now? Leave a comment or share this video and I will straight up pick one of you and mail this drum set to your house. Because cheap drums deserve to be banged too, by George. Whether you win the drums or not, subscribe if you like free drum stuff, or if you just dig what we have going on here, and I'll do some more giveaways in the next couple of videos. Speaking of which, congrats to Colin P.S., the California dude, for winning my lifelong treasure, the Omar Hakim signature snare from Pearl, and congrats to the one they call W for winning a Pearl Tech tool. I guess that W stands for winner. Later, dudes. Go find some cheap drums and rock out on them like a large child.